You talk to the coach, and Coach Kieckhefer, you got us there?
I got you, Don. How are you doing, boss?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, sir?
Good. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for your help today. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, and glad that I wasn't a jinx, and you guys were able to get a straight set sweep against North Park, a team that you've now beaten every time you played them, all 11 times. And tonight it looked like that your block was performing really well.
Yeah, we focused on that all season long. I think one of the biggest changes we've tried to make as a program this year is that we are going to be an elite blocking team. You see how tall we are and how athletic we are at the net, and that's one of the things we talk about all the time is we're going to own the net. We're going to own the net. We're going to be in the way. We're too physical, and we are one of the most physical teams in the country. Our size, our athleticism. We are the most physical team in the country, so we need to act like it and block balls, and I think that's something that you saw today with 8 blocks, and the last match against Illinois Wesleyan, we blocked 12 and a half in the 3 sets, so 20 and a half blocks in 6 sets is a pretty unreal number. So I'm proud of the effort we're putting in there. Assistant coach Jacob Bush, takes that over and is doing a really great job of making sure our guys are staying locked in and focused on that scale, and getting a lot more technical. So hats off to Coach Bush. I think at the same time, you got Ben Heiss out there making some great block moves, 3 blocks on the night. He's a pretty big physical guy out there in the right pin, and Ethan Sprague, he had 7 blocks in a 3-setter against Wesleyan and 6 here tonight against North Park. So when your freshmen are contributing like that, it's awesome. It makes this team so much better. And the youth of this team combined with the experience of Gene McNulty and Drew Jansen out there tonight really paid off, I thought.
Well, and then talking about that youth, you bring in Ishi, your freshman from Germantown, and closes out the game with a couple of back row kills.
Yeah.
That had to be great for the guys on the bench and for him.
What a bomb from the baseline too, coming off the bench, hasn't played in 2 full. His first action, I think, on the year, and he comes off the bench and bombs a serve for his first play, and then absolute bombs of Bix there at the end there too, 2 of them. That's what Carthage volleyball is. We try to sell out and buy into the big attack, that quick attack in the center of the back row. And Justin Ishi's pretty elite at it. And so really proud of him and his ability and his ability to be confident himself and come off the bench and go make some plays. So we vote for the guy on our team who brings the most energy, who's the best teammate. We call it Champion of the Week, and it's about who's doing the little things, not necessarily who's the best volleyball player, but who's the best teammate, who's helping us all get better, who's pushing the system stuff, who's doing the little things the right way, who's getting better technically. And Justin Ishi's won that award in the past because he is a champion, and we saw that tonight, so really proud of him.
First set, your hitting percentage fairly low, but then it just seems like you flipped a switch. What was it that between the first set and set 2 and 3?
Yeah, I just thought we passed the ball better. I think those float serves, they were trying to drive us high into our hands, and I think as a collective, all 4 of our passers, just struggled with those high floats and using our legs to drive that ball nice and high and let Gene run the offense. And I thought a really, really great adjustment by the 4 passers, Owen Otto, Mitch Geiger, Drew Jansen, and Jack McDonald. A really good adjustment there going into set 2. They got that ball a lot higher using their legs. And Gene McNulty is the real deal, a 2-time first-team All-American, a 2-time national champion. And when we can get the ball to him at a high point and let him do his thing, he's pretty unreal, the best setter in the country, in my opinion, with his ability to distribute the ball and get people going. So when we can get Gene the ball with some options, it's pretty okay for our offense, yeah.
In that first set, you send in Michael Yem to serve, and that really seemed to be a turning point. He was able to kind of get you guys on a streak. Then Gene comes in, he serves after him, gets you another streak, and that really seemed to take that set from being, it was still a tightly contested one, but one that you guys were able to win.
Yeah, Champion of the Week award, talk about that one a lot. And again, it's the teammate, right? It's how much energy you bring to this team. How much are you trying to help that guy next to you and elevate that guy next to you? And boy, Michael is the champion. He just drives this team forward in every phase of his game, whether it's from the bench being a leader, whether it's second side of the net being an outside in practice, whether it's going in, hitting some great serves from the bench and off the bench and getting us going. His energy is contagious. His smile is contagious. The fun he has is contagious. The way he cares about the guys around him is contagious. He is a champion, and proud of him for going and making a difference there late. And seniors win. Gene McNulty goes back and puts good float serves in the court. Seniors win. Proud of Gene. He's doing things in many different phases of the game to help us win besides just that second contact.
McNulty was big with assists in the game against Illinois Wesleyan, had 35, I believe it was, 33 here tonight. He was CCIW Defensive Player of the Week, or Center of the Week, sorry, for this past week, and he follows that up with his 5th 30-assist performance. Just you've already talked a little bit about him, but he just continues to bring it as you're getting later into this season.
Yeah, and the thing I'm most proud of with Gene is his ability to lead from that center position and impact the game in different ways. He digs balls. He is a backcourt defender and digs balls and keep balls alive. I think he get like a middle contact, got a bomb and lifts it up in the center of the court, and that just because he wants to win. And we had a meeting earlier this week. I was talking to him about how we just we need his energy, we need his personality, we need him to continue to lead this group, and he says, I want to do it my way. And I said, yes, Gene, you do it your way. We don't need anybody else's way. We need Gene McNulty. We don't need anybody else. We need Gene McNulty. So when he does it his way, when he shows his personality and his competitiveness and his drive to help his team push towards the goal, he's pretty elite, and really proud of him. And his impact on our team over this 4 years here has been pretty elite. So proud of him and what he does for this team, not just in the second contact, but outside of that with first contacts. He dumped the ball today for a big kill. That was sweet.
Did the flex after that?
Yeah, he did the flex, and he won a joust. He went up late in that middle third set. He goes up and pushes hard and out-jousts somebody that gives this team energy. So, early in his career, we made some jokes that maybe Gene was a second contact kind of guy, just really impacts the game in the second contact. That is no longer the case. He is in every phase of the game elite. He's an elite leader for this team, and his personality shows, and he's an elite competitor, and couldn't be more proud of him.
Coach Kieckhefer, looking ahead a little bit. Saturday, you're on the road against Augustana. They just played Loras really tough on the road, lost in straight sets, but 25-20, 25-20, 25-22. Seems like a renaissance there. The CCIW seems to keep elevating, and no gimmies coming into this conference.
This is the best conference in the country. I think the stats show that. I think the level of play every night when you watch this volleyball conference play show that. And so there are no off days, especially when you have to get in a bus and drive 3.5 hours down to Rock Island, Illinois. There are no off days. They're a very, very good volleyball team. I think they're 13-3 this season, playing some elite volleyball down there at Augustana. And I think those set scores might be better than what we did against Loras earlier this year. So obviously Augustana is a really good volleyball team, and when you match up those two matches against Loras, obviously it's the same set score number. So somebody that we need to go, and they're setting up right now, Augustana to be the 4th place team in the conference. So somebody that we have to go out and play our style of volleyball and dictate the game with the Carthage brand of volleyball and go forward in that phase. And that starts with the serve pass game. And when we're there, we're good there. We're pretty elite. So serve pass, be really, really focused there, and then let Carthage volleyball take over with the effort and the consistency and just the personality. I think that's one really fun thing about watching our brand of volleyball and watching Carthage volleyball play is there's personality there. You see Ryan Cholowinski screaming and yelling, and Gene McNulty flexing after big points, and it's at our team, right? They're not doing it through the net. They're not yelling and screaming through the net. Gene's not flexing through the net. He turns and he's doing it to give his team energy. He's letting his guys see his personality and run with it and let it be contagious. And Ryan Cholowinski is letting his team level off with his energy and go with his energy. And that's what I love about this team. It's about our side of the net. How is Carthage going to get better? How are we going to show our personality to our team and drive us forward? And when Owen Otto gets some big kills and smiles for us, boy, are we on the road to going to win a match. And so I love seeing that from Owen. When Gene can kind of push Owen around and get him smiling, Carthage is playing pretty good volleyball.
Coach, congratulations. That's 3 in a row. They call that a streak. To go back to Major League, the movie.
I love it.
7 of your last 8. Thanks for having me here tonight, filling in, pinch hitting. Congrats on the win, and good luck on the road for the next couple.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. Go Birds.
That was head coach J.W. Kieckhefer here on the postgame of our broadcast. Take a look at our stats one final time before we send you off. 40 kills for Carthage, a 378 hit percentage, and again, they were down under 200 after set number 1 and really ramped it up in sets 2 and 3. 35 assists, 33 of those by McNulty, his 5th time this season with more than 30 assists. 6 aces, 8 blocks, a tremendous job defensively at the net by the Firebirds here tonight. 25 digs. North Park 33 kills there as Carthage able to take them down in straight sets, as you see, 25-22, 25-16, and 25-17 here from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Carthage goes on the road for the next two. They will be at Augustana on Saturday, and then they will take on, or they'll be in Lisle, Illinois at Benedictine. You can see some other home contests that you can catch. Women's water polo versus McAllister coming up on Friday. Saturday, women's lacrosse against MSOE. And then next Wednesday, men's lacrosse versus Concordia University, Wisconsin. Straight set victory here for the Carthage Firebirds. We want to thank you for tuning into our broadcast. Michael Love, our executive producer, John Voinovich, our producer, our director, Sophia Salcido, Laura Stockham on graphics and replay, Addison Weeks, and Joe Fudley on camera. We want to thank them all for their service here tonight. This program has been a presentation of Carthage College, copyright 2024. I'm Don Wadowitz, reminding you to live life to the fullest and be good to one another. Have a great rest of your week, everyone.